All right, so today we got a brand new project. We are actually working on a 1952 farmhouse. It's going to be a whole house remodel project. I think I showed you some irrigation videos on this before, but today we're actually starting the demo. It's got old vinyl siding on it. You can see here, and the vinyl siding's coming off today. And this front has already been removed. It's coming off really fast. We're just taking and pulling it off. We'll walk around the back and show you in a second, but it's got cedar siding behind it. Some of it's actually in really good shape, but there's some of it's been replaced, but it's pretty neat looking old stuff. But this will probably all get pulled off. We may save some of it to use it, repurpose it for some other uses in the house possibly. So we're still figuring all that out, but trying to find out what we got in here. We'll walk around the back. I'll show you what's going on there, but after we're done with the siding, we're going to be actually going through and tearing off drywall inside today. See what we got inside the wall. So let's go ahead and take a round, look around the back. All right, so we're around the back of the house here, and here's old Mac. You've seen him a few times. He's gotten big. He's the Great Pyrenees pup. He's about 100, I think he's probably 130 pounds now, big old boy. So he's hanging out, watching what's going on, and we got the ladies out here helping us. And so you can see they scabbed on this old, kind of like a mud room here on the house. This is getting ripped off, and this vinyl siding's already gotten pulled off here. If you come up a little closer, you can see this is what the vinyl siding looked like here. It just peels right off. Got a little bit of an insulation behind it, you can see here. So on these windows, you can see here that it looks like they've replaced these windows. Obviously they had old wood windows in here. This is the original siding, so you can see the gap on the side here, and that's where they've cut this, and then they put these new windows in where the flange was nailed in. So these old wood windows have been removed in here, and now they're got these old aluminum ones now. So this is the other end of the house. So it's a pretty small little place, but two windows here, and you got another couple of windows down in the basement. The old wood windows are still down here in the basement. You can see those here. So the plan on this is we're going to be tearing this house is mostly going to be completely torn down. We may be able to use the floor possibly in this area, over the basement area. So we're going to evaluate that as we get into the structure and see what it looks like. But the plan is to do an add-on here where it's going to come out 24 feet off the side to here, come out about 7 feet this way, 7 or 8 feet this way, and then we're going back 50 feet and then adding on to the side of this house. So the walls completely get torn off, new trusses, scissor trusses over the top, and then this gets an attic truss that runs back this way, and then it's going to go all the way to the back. So this will have a loft, like a 1.5 story here, single story here over the top of the basement, and then you'll have the basement down below. So it's going to be, I think it's roughly ends up being about 2,200 feet on the main level. You have about 500 feet up top, and then we're going to have the basement 792 feet. So that'll get finished down below grade. We're going to get up on the ladder here, and you can actually see what's going on with the roof. They've actually got a metal roof here, and it's overlaid on top of comp. So when we tear this thing off, we're going to take the metal off. We're going to save the metal roof. May be able to reuse it in some parts on the house, but we got to pull the comp off, and there's skip sheething underneath it. So this is your layer of metal. This is the old comp, and there's an underlayment, there's some paper underneath here with cap nails, and it's just over the top of some skip sheeting. So it's just got a drip metal here, and then this is just this metal that's on here from this vinyl siding. Okay, so now we're actually going to go inside the house. I want to show you guys what is going on in there. So we'll go in the top and then actually check out the basement. So let's go ahead and head on in. So you can see they added this onto the side here, but there's an old wood, that's one of the old wood windows with a storm door on it, or storm cover. And then this is one of the original door. It's like a fur door. Little old kitchen. So the plate line in here is only 7'8". So they've taken out, this floor has been removed. There's an old wood floor over here. I think it was gone, but this is still the original floors inside the house here. You got an old fireplace. This is a big old stove. It's got a little leak down around the pipe, so we're going to clean this up, but it's still in good shape, the stove inside. So it's a nice wood stove. This is the other one little bedroom in here. So one of the things with this house is that the views are really great outside. As far as you just feels nice and open. So the big windows in the new house are going to be something that's really important to have, is to keep the windows to maintain the views and have light in the house. So old Mac, he made it in the house, and it's the first time he's seen himself in a mirror, and he got scared. So he got scared of himself. I think he's getting used to himself now. So here's the other bedroom. It's got some of these old houses, like these 50s houses, have these built-in cabinets in them, all made of real wood, and you can still look at the condition of that. It's still in really good shape from however old it is. That's bedroom 2. Then this old bathroom, it's all got to get ripped out, but it's got some built-ins in it over in here. You can see that inside. That's got to be. Everything's going to get ripped out of here. So we're going to open up the wall cavities today and determine what we got inside the walls. Many of the walls can be reused, or all of them are going to get ripped down. So this here is a walkout, but they put this over the top of it. This has all got to get ripped out of here because it's all, the concrete never got waterproof. You can see the water coming through the sides. All right, so we're down here in the basement now. This thing's got 7-foot ceilings in it. It has all the original framing for the floor. It's all 2x8, and it's got real 1x12s up in here, and that you can see up underneath. This area is going to be, it's going to stay here. We may or may not remove this floor. And if we put this floor in here, we're going to actually use floor trusses, or we remove this. The reason being that if we get floor trusses, we'll actually get these posts, and these posts will get removed out of here. So we're going to make that call once we pull everything apart and decide if that's going to still happen. But right now, this area here has the well, like the pressure tank for the well that's down here. So that has to stay in here. It has to stay conditioned so that doesn't freeze and break. So this is the well, the controller for the well. So the water comes in here. So we're going to make this kind of our utility area where we'll put our equipment, everything sitting here. Water heaters will move. So this thing will get completely gutted. All the mechanicals, the electrical, plumbing, all that'll be brand new. This is all going to get ripped out. All the ducting, and if we pull this floor out, then all of this will be wide open in here. But we're going to do mini split down here to condition this area. That way there's no ducting down here, and you don't have the headspace problems like this here. It's really close to hitting. That'll go away. We'll condition this with the mini split. So if you come on, we've actually already done a little bit. We pulled out some walls that were down here in the basement. They had a couple bedrooms they were using down in here. But this is a good spot here. You can see too where they got this is the 1x that they're using here for the floors, and they nailed these wood floors down through this 1x up underneath. So the walls here are in really good shape. This thing was built in 1952, like we said, but it's a poured-in-place wall for this basement, and it's just in perfect shape. They did a really good job. A lot of times you go in these basements and you'll see these things just falling apart, but this foundation is in excellent shape. There's not even a crack in any of it. So no settling, nothing. So it's in really good shape. So this, you can see here a couple of the old windows that are here. They've actually put some plexiglass on because this window broke. But this is a wood window here that was the original one in here. These, they don't meet egress, so you can't get out of here if there was a fire. So what we'll end up doing is we're going to end up, wherever these windows are necessary, or where we need them for egress, is actually over there on the other side. If you look here, turn around, you see the door, that'll be an egress window. We'll fill in the bottom of the door over here. But that'll be an egress, and we're going to cut another egress over there. But these windows here, we'll take and you'll just saw cut them to meet egress, and then this will actually be an opening to a crawl space going to the subfloor on the other addition on the other side. That'll stay open, and that'll stay open, and that one as well, because those are going to access the crawl area on the other side of the house, or for the addition. So Yeah, and this is this beam here may or may not, if we do the floor trusses, this will go away. Otherwise, this would stay down here and just bear it right on these posts all the way down. So we're going to make that call to decide if we want to do that. The other cool thing down here you'll see is if you come back here, there is a this is an old chimney that they built for the furnace that they had down here, or the stove they had in the basement. And this, you can see where they filled this. This has this is where the pipe had gone in. The stove sat over here and the pipe went in here. So it's pretty cool. And you can see where the ash comes out down on the bottom down here. One thing I wanted to show you is this is really important in checking radon in these basements and the crawl spaces for your home, to make sure, see if you have to put a radon system in. This is an Air Things. The actual model on this one, see if I have it, it's a Quarantium Home is the model. And this here will tell you, if you get close enough to this thing, you can see this. This has the averages of this home, of the radon in this home. So you can look at this here and it says it's got the long-term average is 1.18. And then the short-term average for 7 days is 1.51, and the 1 day short-term average is 0.56. So the last day, it's only been 0.56. In the wintertime, this goes up higher, which is what we're in now. But this is actually, I've seen it as high as 3, but then it's gone all the way down. But the long-term average continues to come down. So if you look on the back of this, you can see here anywhere between 0 to 2, continue to monitor. If you go 2 to 4 to ventilate and monitor, and then 4+, you're going to contact a professional and keep monitoring. So you want to have, it's a great practice just to put a radon system in a home, regardless, even if it's passive, and then you can put a vent on it to actually pull, pull the air out. So we're going to actually drill into this slab here, and we will take and we'll put a system in that'll actually vent out the roof on this house, and do that also in the crawl space around here, and tie those together just for practices, best practices, make sure for a healthy home. So the other thing too that's got to happen here in the basement is, you can see this is all cast iron pipe. So this cast iron pipe is all going to get all the plumbing is getting ripped out, but this actually comes down. If you come over here, you can see this down here. This goes into the concrete. So we do not want to keep this cast down in the concrete. So we're going to make a cut down in here. We're going to pre-plumb for a bathroom. The sewer actually the line runs like this. And this is actually a gravity-fed floor drain that runs in, and the pipe runs out right here. It's all ABS. It's been replaced outside the house. But from here over, we're going to make a cut, and then we'll end up putting a pipe in the ground, ABS, and then we'll stub up where our bathroom is going to be down here in the basement. So that's something we definitely want to do, being that it's an older home. So, all right, well, hope you enjoyed that tour around this new project we got going. We'll keep you posted on the demo and also putting it back together. If you need help building a custom home, go to our website at freemansconstruction.com. We'll see you again soon.